Alright, Tfishers. Well, I am having a competition between my customers that have bought something from my web shop in November and December. So now I will tie a fly for that competition, and it will be a Reelripper, a little bit more advanced than this ordinary Reelripper. It will look pretty much the same, but it's in the body that will be a little bit more complicated. So let's start. Let's see the material list. So the first thing I will use is an own shank that I'm making myself with the twist stack tool. So that will be the body later on. Then we will use white thread to tie the shank together. We will use transparent thread to tie the flashaboo, red thread to tie the head. We will have green angel hair. Alright, black fox hair. We will have glitter, pearl glitter. And we will have a white dovetail and some more UV glue and angel hair and stuff like that. You will see soon. See if I can get... Okay, let's do it like that then. It will be harder for me to tie the things together when it's slanting upwards like that. But we can change to the other camera soon. So now I take the heavy white thread. I leave some space here in the front with the slanted upwards loop eye. Just tight turns down the body. The only thing this white thread is doing is to tie the shank together, so it won't slip. Like that. Then I will take the, let's see if I can get it in the view. I will take this, the transparent nylon thread. I think it's the SSS transparent thread, but it can be ordinary fishing line as well. I'm not sure. Okay. Now we will take the flash. This is like flashaboo 2 millimeters wide. So I want that as a underbody when we are doing the glitter coatings later on. It don't need to be as precise in this stage. Try to switch the camera, I think. Okay, now I can get it level if we are doing the overhead camera. We'll just tie this underbody. Here in the front it will be more dovetail and fox hair, so it's not so important here in the front. But you will see when we're starting to doing the coatings. That's the part that will be important. So I'm using my finger to do a whip finish knot style. So I take this, make one turn, twist, and over the head. Like this. This is not a secure knot, but I am using it a lot just to be able to tie the thing together. Then you can use a drop of UV, super glue. Damn, I need to practice on my Swinglish. Alrighty then. So now we are preparing to do the body. So I am having this UV lamp and I have some glitter. So I don't have a slightest idea how this will turn out, but we will work it out together, I think. So I'm using these force pliers so I can hold the flies or the shanks or like this. Very secure grip, it won't slip. And then I have these black bottles that with UV glue in, so I will use this one. We'll take the dovetail away for now, so I don't coat it in UV glue. It has happened before, more than once. Okay, so first coat will be a very light coat. I will open this glitter bottle because we are going to use it soon. So first, very light coat along the shank. You can spread it out with the bottle. Neck. Something like this. Now I will bring on the lamp just for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dip it in the glitter. So it gets tacky enough to hold the glitter in place. And now it's a matter of taste. Do you want a thick back or lean back? I want a pretty lean back on this fly, so I'm trying to press the glitter a little bit on the back of the fly. Okay, now I will do the next coat, so I turn off the lamp so I have a little bit more time. Okay, I see that it's starting to drip. I don't know if it's good or not, but so now for the second coat, you need to start turning the body to even out the bumps. I see I have a pretty big bump in the front, so I will try to press it a little bit more together with a tip. Try to even it out. It's not so important this first coat, but try to have the back not so thick. Few seconds, dip it in the glitter. Turn off the lamp and start pressing the back body together so you don't have a thick back body. Something like this. And now a new coating of UV glue. Now you understand that this will be a pretty UV gluey, intense, glittery pearl body. I think it will look great, or I hope it will. Let's see, we are doing this together now. This is an experiment for my customers. Starting turning before I bring on the lamp. Try to see if you can let the glitter be thicker in the front. See if you can even out the bump that this in the front didn't look so good. So now you have a lot of UV glue on this body, so you need to turn it constantly. Little bit longer this time. See if I can even it out. So next coat, I won't dip in the glitter. Now I will just even out the body with the UV glue. Normally I will let the fly dry under the UV light for like 15-20 minutes in a much larger and more powerful lamp. But now we need to do it like this, just for the show. You see, we still have some bumps and uneven spots, so we'll try to get it out. But now I want it to cure a little bit more, so I have a hardened surface for the next coat. It won't be exact because I'm not having a turning machine here, so it's just hand turning. I see a spot here in the middle. Damn. You will learn a new language just by looking at my. Okay, as you can see, the body is soon ready. Try to align so you can see it. Okay, the overhead camera I think is best right now, so let's use that. Now you can see a very glittery, pearly body. So that was the intention. So let's bring on the red tying thread then. Now I'm leveling out the vise. And of course I pull the thread from the spool bobbin. So you know what to do. I see that I've dripped a lot of UV glue, so I will clean it up before I start doing something. Nasty stuff, this UV glue, of course. So you need to have precaution, I think. Maybe a gas mask or something like that. Okay. Like that, when you are losing the bobbin. Okay. So I will do red thread knee now with the squeaky bobbin. Just tie it together like that. This head will be a pretty bit bulky, so you don't need to be as precise from the start with the head. But now we will bring on the dovetail. See if I can move the camera instead, like that. So white dovetail. The tips on the dovetail are a little bit thinner than on a normal bucktail, so it can be nice for this type of fly. And I want harder underwing as a support for the soft fox head that we're doing later. So here you have a bunch of this dovetail. And of course, this is a Sunray Shadow style type of fly with no hackles underneath. I think I need to bring it in a little bit more. I don't have so long fox hair. And you are seeing that I'm putting the tips to the front because I will slant it over, because dovetail and goat hair and stuff like that are very slippery stuff, so you need to secure it a little bit more. So I cut off the excess, leaving a little bump in the front. Now you can pack it together if you want a narrower wing. And then you bring it over, make a turn. I see that it's not even to the loop, so I need to adjust this pretty much. I didn't pay attention to the front loop, so I'm sorry for that. But you can adjust it with a little bit force. So something like that. Now it's more above, straight above the front loop. A few strands sticking out, cut them off. This head will be a pretty large head, so you don't need to be as precise as on a normal fly, because we are building up a big head for the eyes on this fly. Now you also can take something to straighten out the front loop with the back loop. But I think it's pretty good on this fly, but otherwise I just take a plier and put it as I want it. So now we have this underwing. I think I will want some angel hair also, so I'm taking some pearl angel hair, see if I can take it without wrecking my tying space. It's 1 meter in width. Okay, some angel hair, spicing it up so for this Christmas, I think. Something like this. If you want, you can taper the angel hair, so all strands are not on the equal length. Now it's time for the fox hair. Pretty shitty quality, this one, but it will be a fishing fly, so also we'll double this and hope it's enough. I need to be a little bit more precise now with the doubling, because I doesn't have as long fox hair that I want. Wasn't paying attention. Something like this. Cut off the excess that you don't want. I will cover up the sides with a tying thread later on, so it's not as important. Do the same, lean the fox hair backwards and tie it off. The body is a little bit tacky from the coating, so normally I used to dry them for under the UV lamp for like 15 minutes or something like that. So they are really hard and easy to use. Okay. I think I want some strand of opalized flat taboo. Pretty cool opal color from Fredine flies. You don't want the two strands to be at equal length, because they're just coming together then. So now I will build up the head. And I want the red head for this fly. so it will be a lot of tying thread, I think. I don't understand why this camera angle didn't work. Of course, you can take a lot heavier thread than this. I had it on the table, but I don't know why I didn't use it. So, but you will see that we can use a permanent marker later on to coat the head even more. Something like this, and now I will take my finger and do the knot over, around, over the head. Just so that I am able to nip the thread away. So now we're back on the coating lamp, taking the plier. Well, not yet. At first we will need to put some eyes on, and sadly I was out of 5mm silver eyes, so I will use these 4mm, so the head will be a little bit smaller than usual, but I think it will work anyway. Try to position them as you want. It's pretty hard to see from the front. Something like this. Now is the forceps plier thingy. Damn, it was pretty tacky in the body. I think I need to sort that out pretty soon. But now we're back to coating the fly. The first thing I need to do is to secure the eyes. So I need to check from all angles that they are correct. Then I will take a strand of UV glue right over the eye and then cure it for a few seconds. I will coat the whole eye, so it's not important to have so much glue in this first step. The other side. All right. So now I usually start to put UV glue between the eyes from the top, just to fill the gaps between the eyes, like this. Coat it for a few seconds, and of course the lamp. Then I will do the same on the back, just to fill in the gaps between the eyes and the fly body, if there are a separation between the two. So now we have the bottom and the top done. Now I will start doing the whole fly over the eyes and above the top. But now it's important that you start turning the fly. Try to get the UV glue where you want it on the head, and then cure it under the lamp. I almost fucked up with the UV bottle. Expensive stuff. So I had almost the tip under the UV lamp. So gets a little bit static, the hair. So try to hold it from another coat. Another coat, another day. Or something like that, what you say in Swinglish. You know, the new language that you need to learn to watch my videos. Okay, so now we have the head almost done. What I want to do now is to take the permanent marker and coat the head on those spots that are black. So get a little bit more red head. And if you are having very steady hand, then you can do a pretty nice line, but my hands are shaky, sadly. Something like that. Just blow on it so it cures a little bit, then you're back on the UV train. And now it will be a very light coat of UV glue just to cover the red color. But the possibilities are great to color the fly if you want that. Coat it another color and stuff like that. I have in my shop some Fire Tiger style bodies. And now, because the body was so tacky, I will do a light coat just on the bottom without turning. Use the bottleneck just to make it more vibrant, because I have touched the body during the process. Normally I have cued the body fully, so you don't need to do this, but in this case it will look pretty nicer. A lot of static electricity during the UV lamp. So I will fast forward this and then come back when the fly is hard, so we can check it out a little bit closer. So I will put it in my big lamp. All right, there you have it. Tfish Reelripper with the overcomplicated pearl body that looks pretty amazing. Not in the video, I think, but the person that will win this fly, you will know how it's tied. And I hope you appreciate it and get some really big brown trout or salmon, or what you are fishing with this one. So that's it. Tfish Reelripper, overcomplicated pearl body. So very well. Thanks. See you in the next one.